3, 2, 1.
This host believes that the practice of investing brings more harm than good. An investment actually should be based on analysis, objectively review, thinking process for everyone to have the same chances to put their money on. The mechanism of this meme investing is to create a trend where media is so powerful and taking over people's analytical process and decision makings. First, we have to understand the background that investments are used to be known in a certain community of people, to the ones who has money, the one who has access to it, to trade everything, whether it's good or bad. They don't really care because they're still rich, prosper, and it's like nothing to lose for them. Whether for certain people on the other side, money is so precious, they will trade something that's certain because they expected their money to be 3 times bigger, 10 times fold. It's like they put their luck and everything to it. They don't expect to lose, they don't prepare for it. So we have to understand that during the pandemic, the investment world are begin to be generalized by everyone. Everyone has the access to it. It's become accessible to everyone, the investments, because they need a market. And low middle income is the market to those investments. Everyone could invest their money, start from 50K, 100K, and for those middle to low income society, it's cool that they finally made it without thinking thoroughly what's the motive behind it. Actually, the businessmen already know that the majority of people are going to trade everything they had, pondering themselves to the media 100% without having the certain knowledge of investments. So that is why meme investings are creating many hoax and instant thinking process that leads to stupid investments. Because status quo right now, many people are buying a certain stocks or doing some investment based on the meme itself, whereas the social media and all the informations within supposed to be objectively selected and not creating any economic bias that I will explain to you later on. Our stances here is to hold up this manipulating meme investings until our civilians, as an Indonesian citizens, already ready to take it. Meme is something that gained people's popularity and audience. Either it's a picture, a Twitter, a postings, or videos that included as a marketing trick from certain companies in order to for their stocks to being picked by the populations. So, for example, Elon Musk tweets about the Tesla company or Bitcoin or BTC and a cryptocurrency that makes people trade everything because they believe in a media and a role model influencer that those informations are supposed to be right and cut off their own decision-making process. The mechanism of this meme investing are still questions because it is not refers to something that going through examinations in the media about its authenticity statistically right or not. So what I'm about to tell you is the objectivity of this meme investing in the media. Second, which sides are taking benefits from this meme investing? Is it the middle to high income society, or is it the middle to low income society? And third, is it really wise for us as a government to keep presenting this meme investing towards the society? We should understand that the meme investing, as I said before, is a hidden trick that only benefits certain people. The rich one, the bourgeois one, manipulating the majority of people, especially in Indonesia, middle to low income society, those poor for belief in the power of the media and then trade everything they had in order to get something 10 times bigger than that. But what we don't understand here is the characterizations of the society, especially in Indonesia. What do I have here? The characterizations of the society nowadays is they're vulnerable, having the limited amount of knowledge, easily swayed by the publicity and media, and tends to have this lack of preventions or plan B. If their main plan didn't go as they planned, and we should understand that the Indonesian status is we have a lot of limited education background in people, and the majority is the middle to low income society. Whether those in hands of the investments or the big investors are the one who's rich, full of knowledge, because their society is having more chances to get the education background, how the investment is actually work, they know about it, how to create any options if the investment didn't work. They have this high-class society to discuss together how to do their stock picking and to always play big, not a small amount of cash. They don't care if their money 3 times falls or or if it's a disadvantage for them, they don't really care about it. So the mechanism of this meme investing that creating an economic bias, those researchers got to create which stocks to be picked, asking their community to pick the other side of society, while the publication and media are saying the other side of the house. And for example, probably the publication and media are being paid by those researchers. For example, to publish this BBCA or Bank BCA is going to come down. We should understand that in investment world, they trade about buy and sell. Bullish means rising up, bearish means coming down. For example, Raffi Ahmad is an influencer. He wants to invest in BBCA today. So if he publish about it bad, majority of people won't be investing on it. Stock bearish, boom, he paid the BBC for good in lower prices but higher returns because he knows it's good and he understands about the investments, how to do investments and how to prevent himself. But the majority of people didn't know about it. So we should really understand. And then some informations are not going through examination process for the sake of catching the airtime in the news. And news are defeated these days by the big influencers or artists that also have limited amount of knowledge in terms of investing, investments, or basic economic kit regarding to how stock picking, fundamental or technical analysis, or as simple as monthly report. They don't really understand how to review on it. So as a government itself, we should actually prevent those things. What do we have here is, as governments, it's the government's role to protect all areas of the society, right? If some proposal only benefits certain area, certain community, it would be best to re-examine the media, the rules, or even the meme investing itself. We should be able, as a government, to invent a curriculum in education where students should learn the basic economics, how to understand stock picking, how to read monthly report, adapting to the current status quo where investments and economic worth are now accessible and generalizing and affordable to be taken by many of people. If they don't, then the media's wrong information, random favor publicity are going to be the one and the only options that the peoples have to influence the decision-making process. So what do we have here as the government benches? We prevent the prosperity of middle low-income society to invest and not swayed by the big information that only benefits certain people, considering the knowledge of Indonesian people regarding the investment. Prevent temporarily to these people before they're ready to jump off in the investment world. That is all. Thank you. Proud to oppose.